Major story we're following for you this morning. President Trump says that he's now looking for another state to host the Republican National Convention.
We have been covering this controversy since last week when the president sent Governor Roy Cooper an ultimatum demanding to know if it could be held at full capacity. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Costora is at the Spectrum Center with more on these latest developments. Anthony?
Officials have been planning to host the RNC here at the Spectrum Center behind me for more than a year. Now, with less than 90 days to go until the convention, President Trump says he is looking for another state to host the RNC if Governor Cooper cannot guarantee 19,000 people inside the Spectrum Center, even in the wake of COVID-19. Now, last night, the president tweeted, quote, "Governor Cooper is still in shelter-in-place mode and not allowing us to occupy the arena as originally anticipated and promised. We are now forced to seek another state to host the 2020 Republican National Convention." In his own tweet, Governor Cooper responded saying, quote, "We have been committed to a safe RNC in North Carolina, and it is unfortunate they never agreed to scale down and make changes to keep people safe. Protecting public health and safety during this pandemic is a priority." An RNC spokesperson told us the group planning the convention will still work out of Charlotte, and they'll continue to make health and safety a top priority. We have reported before that President Trump is not officially part of the RNC contract, and so we asked political analyst Michael Bitzer just how much influence the president would have in all of this.
The head of the Republican Party is President Donald Trump. They will look to the president ultimately to see where he wants this convention to be held.
Dr. Bitzer also said it would be a huge challenge for any other city or state to take on a convention of this size in less than 3 months. Brittany?
He says that, but we know that a lot of other states are offering now to do that with that less than 90 days, Anthony.
It does appear that a lot of states are already up for the challenge. We know that the governors of Florida and Georgia have offered and stepped up to take on the responsibility if needed. Tennessee's governor is also offering up Nashville as well. Sources have told ABC News that officials from the GOP will actually be traveling to Music City tomorrow or on Friday. So a lot of moving parts here, Brittany.
Oh, yeah, we'll be watching this very closely. Anthony, thank you.